Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. So today I'm here to test some Belo Betty. I'm gonna keep the video short. This is gonna be a very basic intro into Belo Betty. Some cards I think are good, and then we'll just play some games, one or two depending on how much time I get. But yeah, let's get into it. I don't want to waste too much time. So first, I just want to play Belo Betty this one because I think after the Star Decks come out, Belo Betty is gonna be really difficult to run. But except for that, I think it's a decent leader. It's not that hard to pilot. Discard one revolutionary army type card from your hand. You get up to three of your revolutionary type characters or characters with trigger plus 3,000 power. So pretty decent ability for like just trashing one card. Like this would become an 8K. So just think about that. Uh, so not that difficult of a leader. As for the cards, I'll go one by one. So the Sabo from EVO2, this is just a 2K. I wasn't running this. This is, as you can see, the OP10 version. I just added this. I was not running this. It's just a 2K. The deck doesn't have that many 2K, so this is a decent 2K to have. Then you have this Inazuma. I really like this card. If a character you control other than this character has a power of 7,000 or more, this character gains Rush. So if any of these cards are 7,000 or more, it's like this card gets rushed. It's really good in that sense. Inazuma, it comes up way more often than you'd think. Then you have Impor Ivankov. Ivankov's a really good card too. Both Ivankovs. I'm gonna get to this one later, but this one especially activate main. If this character has 7,000 more power, you play up to one revolutionary type character, except for Ivankov with 5,000 power or less, but from your hand. As far as yeah, but it's from your hand. You can't. But this one kind of does it one better there. One thing you have to keep in mind: you're always running on like kind of fumes basically by the time so you have to go for lethal at a certain point with this deck. And I think this Ivankov lets you go wide pretty fast. It helps you a lot. Karasu, I think, is one of the best cards in the deck. So on play, if your leader is a revolutionary type, give it to one of your opponent's leader character minus 1,000 power. And then if this character has 7,000 or more power, you give up to one of your opponent's leader character minus 1,000 power during this turn. Like if it didn't have the on play, this would have been a staple in like the red Sanji. This is a really good card. And in certain matchups like RP Luffy, red purple Luffy, blue purple Luffy, any leader with 6,000, this card just clutches up so many times. You've got the power reducer. This is Koala. I think this is the best power reducer in the game, but it's kind of locked to Revo Army. It's like a 2,000 counter, minus 3,000, 2 cost 3K. You can just play it out, and then once you use the trash thing, you just get like this turns into 6K. So it's really good in that sense. Bartholomew Kuma, KO, one character with power of 2,000 or less. I like the, more than the on play, I like the trigger. If your leader is mixed colored, play this card. So you can just play this off a trigger, and it's a really nice trigger to have. I've put 3 here. I usually play 4, but I put 3 because I'm planning to run it on Thursday. And I lent my playset to someone else, and they haven't gotten back to me yet. So I might not be able to use all of my Kumas. I think I have 2 more somewhere laying around. So that's a sad thing that I have to kind of come to terms with. But we'll see. But this is a really decent card to like get off trigger, or even at times like to KO like certain like cards you'd have to swing into like Lafitte for Blackbeard or for Bonnie the what's the name for Bonnie uh I'm sorry, I'm blanking out for Bonnie the Bonnie. And then you've got your searcher, Belo Betty. You've got Lindbergh. This is also a decent card for removal, but it doesn't come up as often because it only removes a 3K or less, and they also have the stipulation for 7,000 power. So it doesn't come up as often, but when it does, it does. You've got this Ivankov, which is one of my favorite cards. Look at top 3 cards of your deck, play up to 1 revolutionary type power character card with power 5,000 or less, then return the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. I feel like this is a really strong card, especially for this. Like, except Blackbeard, if you play this card out, the moment you play it out, you get like, you don't have to like pitch cards from your hand, you just get one more character from your deck. And the biggest thing is most of your cards are gonna get hit, like except for this Koala, you can play all of these out, right? So it's very unlikely that you're gonna fail. So if you play this Ivankov out, you can play this Ivankov of this Ivankov, and then if you're on like 7 Dawn, say, and you play this off 5, you can then attach 2 Dawn to this and then play another card out of this leader, like this character's ability. So you're going very wide, very fast, and then next turn you trash one, you're swinging 8, 9, possibly 8. 8, 9, 8, yeah. You're swinging 8, 9, 8. So that's always something you have. Uh, it's always a nice thing to see, right? Because and then say you play out a Karasu and the opponent's leader is now 4k, you're swinging for 5 at 4. They have to worry about that too. And then Karasu sticks next turn. It's happening again. Except for that, you've got this generic blocker Karasu. Not bad. And it's a it's a it's a good card. Like in a lot of the times your life cards will be less, so just having that trigger is really nice. This koala, I like this card mainly for one reason. There are times your opponents are gonna try to starve you out, like they're not gonna swing at your life, so you don't get enough cards in hand, so they can just go for game at like a point which they feel comfortable. So this koala kind of mitigates that. You play a card from your hand, and then you draw a card. You also get a card from your life. So you get a card from your life, you play a card, and then you draw a card, right? So it kind of like stops them from doesn't allow them to like what's the word? It doesn't allow them to starve you out as much. Uh, it's and then it's a 6k blocker, so a lot of the 5k swings won't like it can just block. Then you have another 2k Bartholomew Kuma, and then you have the stage, which is you may trash one card, look at top three, and then you get reveal up to one Revo army type card and add to your hand, and then place the rest of the bottom of your deck. So these are all the cards. Some cards I would like to mention you could add, and something I used to have was where you go? Dragon's Breath. So this was mainly something I was using against Blackbeard a lot because they play out Vasco shots a lot of the time, and their stage was very important for their Burgesses to actually do anything. So this would just get rid of that stage and make it more difficult for them to search stuff. And even into matchups like what else? What other matchup did I use it at? Oh yeah, it was against what's her name? Reiju. Reiju was to come up every now and then because they lose the Germa 66 stage, so makes it a bit difficult. But Reiju still has insane draw, and it's like a really difficult matchup to actually do put a dent on Reiju. Except for that, I also used Emporio Hormone. This is also a decent card because you have to like kind of count. You get the opportunity to counter and then play something out. Like you could counter for 3 and then play out like a Lindbergh or like a Karasu, which like at times if your opponents put all their Dawn to swing once and then you do that, now you just get a Karasu out, right? So your opponent's sitting there like, ha. So usually it's good for you, but the thing is you have to leave 3 Dawn up, and usually if your opponent knows the deck, they'll know what you're up to. So they just won't swing into you. So I think it depends. I'll try it out later, maybe sometime, but for maybe this week, I'm just gonna go with this deck. Except for that, this is Banish. I've not used it as much. Wait, there's one other card. I'm pretty sure. Where's the Treasure Cup Sabo? Is it here? Okay, I used to use this card because there were a lot of times I had less than 4. So just having that 3 cost 6k, going for a 3/7 swing with the Dawn, and then once you add the leader ability, it goes to 3/10. So just having that option was nice, but I don't think this is any better compared to the ones we have here. Like even this sub a lot. Like I know it's not that good. It's just the counter, like the 2k counter. This is basically a 2k counter. And if not, you just have a card to play out. I want to add the Zeus because it's a 2k counter and it KOs a 5 or less, which is an issue for this deck because removal, if your opponent plays out a decent amount of blockers like a lot of black does, it becomes difficult. But against black, your matchup is low-key cooked. Like you can't beat Lucci. It's very difficult to actually beat Lucci. Like most of your cards are just going to get hit. Also, if you play against Buggy, unless this is the only card that can do anything, and Koala. All the other cards are just locked. So always keep that in mind against Buggy. The moment 7-drop Buggy comes into play, you're cooked. But yeah, let's give it a test. I'm just gonna play Betty this week, so yeah, wish me luck. I don't think that Betty's gonna be as relevant going forward because most of these cards are really low powered and against decks like Buggy and what's it called? Buggy and a few other like Blackbeard, the new Blackbeard, like starter deck stuff, Black Purple Luffy, stuff like that. I think Betty's gonna have a really hard time. But yeah, let's go into some games and see how it goes. I'm gonna play against just the leaders that are relevant in the meta. So Let's see. I know like matchups like for Betty, it's a really fixed lineup. They're playing Blackbeard now. Did they release this? Wait, let me just check if they released the Star Deck stuff. Sorry. I'll just load this. Purple. Let's see. Did they? Did they? No, I don't see anything in EB. Let's check here. No, I think they did. Okay, the wave. Yeah, they still didn't. Or maybe I didn't update. I don't know. Back to lobby. Multiplayer Western. Let's see if we find any. Uh, we'll insert purple Luffy. Uh, oh no no no. Back to main. Deck editor. Sorry, that was a mistake on my part, Western. Sorry. Where's my V2? There you are, buddy. Refresh. Is there any deck I can play against? That's okay. Here you are. Okay. I want to go second. I believe. I do want to go first. 1, 3. I kind of want to get the draw. Yeah, I'll go second. Not the worst hand. I get to play at 4 of Karasu, which brings him to 5, so I can just swing 5 at life. Yeah, maybe I'll keep. Yeah, Law Search. Was expecting that. I might not have any play on 2, which is kind of bad. Oh, I could play out the Koala. Could play out the Koala just for a swing. Cause yeah, we get 3, so we'll get 1, 2, 3. By 6, yeah, we should have enough. Yeah, we'll end turn. Yeah, there's no point twitching cards right now. Because we'll play Koala out, and then we play Inazuma off Koala. I'll give you 2k. I'll give you the Kuma. Okay, expected the Zoro. Okay, we get a Kuma. We'll swing 5 at life, I guess. Deploy, and there you go. We'll swing 5 at life. You have to, like, if you don't remove this card, it becomes really difficult for 6Ks to actually handle. Okay, and that's a good card to see disappear. End turn. Okay, he can swing 5. He can swing 6, 6, and play out a Zoroju. Okay. Do I want to give him 1k here? I'd like to get no trigger. Okay, that's a. We have a decent amount of 2Ks in hand. Swing 5 with this. Okay, 1 clay. Ah, only if we had the okay. Swinging 7, I'm guessing. Yeah. Maybe we should have countered that one. Do the Sabo. Okay, now we swing with lead into that, right? And then we get a blocker for 6. Or I could play him out, put 2 Dawn, and play Rush out, right? I'm thinking. Yeah, it depends on how he treats this one, right? Because if he takes that, then I play this out, and now I play this out. That's probably the way to go. Might be a misplay on my part, but let's see. 5 to 4. Which a 2k, that makes it easier for me, I guess. 6, okay. So I can go 6, I can go 4. Yeah, yep, figured. Uh, okay, now he has to worry a bit. He's gonna swing into the Zoro most likely, which he also has Rush, which is what? Because he has Sanji, right? He has a 7 cost Sanji. Maybe I should have just focused on life. Nah, getting that one swing out, yeah. Because he only has 3 swings even then. He's a 5. Yep, we expected the Sanji. Okay, now he has Rush. What's his play? He's going 7 to 5 or 7 to 5. 8 to 5. I was expecting him to go. I was not expecting to lose 2 in the play there. Do I pitch out 2k, 2Ks? I lose the Rush, that's the thing. Yeah, it's worth it to just have it. Okay, okay. We'll take that. We'll play this for 7. That one, he's gonna give it. Okay. Wait, is there hope? He has 9 cost Luffy to play out, which is a menacing play. And I get 1 drop. He knows I have no cards in hand, so he can technically just 3/3 and then swing big, right? Like if he just somehow res these two, or KOs this, res this, and he just oh he can't. Yeah, it's not enough stunned. Let's see what he does. Okay, okay, that's not good. That is not good. What's your plan? Here's my question. Okay, 7. Does he get 1 more turn after this? Nah. Maybe I should have blocked. Holy shit. Yeah, this would have been KO. Then he swings. I take it. Then I play this instead of that. Oh my god. That would have been nice, but happens. Please don't judge me too hard. This is like one of my early games with Belo Betty, so. Is he gonna play out a blocker for 2 or something? Well, yeah, this time I have to go for game. Well, I know it's unblockable. I don't know what was the point. Sure, I wasn't gonna sacrifice this for that anyway. Do I want to find the rush? I kinda wanna search out the rush Inazuma. Or I can just go for game. Like if I do 8. Buddy. 9 to 6. Yep. He's at 8. So I'll swing another 9. Jeez, Koala's already at 9. 8, 10. Yep. So it's 9, 11, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 to 6. Trigger. 11 to 6. Yep. Ooh, didn't expect to see this. Why didn't he play this out? Oh, wait, and that wouldn't have mattered. Okay, that was worrying. Oh my god. Please don't judge me too harsh, please. Let's try another. Yeah, we're bad into all of these matches except for that. I think we just played them. I think the only one we even have a shot at against. No, I don't think even against Vegapunk we do that well. I want to see one, at least just one GP Luffy or Blue Purple Luffy. Where are the blue purples? Where are the blue purples? Where are the blue? Oh, there you are. No, I missed it. Matches well into one deck into the meta. That's crazy. Or two, like. Uh, is there not any other options? There you are. Okay. Let the opponent choose. I shouldn't pull. Okay, we've got 2 searchers. Opponent to go first. We're going second. I'll keep. Let's get the 2 searchers out. There you are, buddy. Oh my god, I messed up. I let so many of the Karasus go. I'm disappointed in myself. Who do we play at? Lindbergh? Can't reduce the power, and we have 2 on hand. Koala's a decent play on 6, but we have this. We'll play at this. Koala should be a better play on 6, right? On curve. Are we playing on a 4? We still can't use his ability. Uh, on 4, yeah, we need a turn 4 play. I can play it again. Yeah, we can technically just do this. We go 4. Yeah, against. Does it really matter? Just think about. And then turn. Already messed up beyond messed up could have been. He's gonna swing 5 and 5, isn't he? Feels like he's gonna swing 5 and 5. He's gonna play with a. Yep. We'll take this one. Okay, let's go. At least that's the only Karasu we have. Now on 4, they're gonna play Karasu. Wait, let's first swing to it then. Let's see if Buddy tries to save that. There's always that one person who pitches out that one counter. Yeah, we play Karasu, put but we can play Karasu with Eva next turn, which would be more value. Right? Or we play this. No, we play out Karasu even next turn. Then we get a. Oh yeah, we get a swing off this too. Then yeah. I think making him pitch cards is. I hoped he was gonna put out a counter there. If he's at lower hand, that's better for me. Yeah, he got. Yeah, and yeah, in turn. So what I can basically do is swing for 7, and then make it 4, then swing for 4, swing for 5. Yeah, that's the idea of Karasu. It's gonna be hard. Even if Sanjin pudding comes out. If he's swinging right now, that means Sanjin doesn't have a Sanjin pudding. Plays out Sanjin pudding. That's also good for me because he goes low on Dawn. Okay, okay. Then swing 6 at that for sure. I'm not gonna let you take it though. Enough 2Ks in hand. So he's deciding that he wants to swing 6. Why will you do that? Okay, makes sense, makes sense, makes sense. I'm giving you a 2. Okay, I'm gonna pitch everything I have. Let me see, 2, 2. If he swings 10, 2, 2. Yeah, I have exactly enough to. Oh, look, I'll give you 1. And I'm pitching my whole hand this freeze to protect that, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. I have. Wait, no, he has 6K for this turn. Hmm. Swing 6 of that. He has 1 down up, so I just have to give 2Ks, right? He messed up. He should have just. He should have just. He should have just. Buddy, you're gonna lose the Zoro now to the saddest play in humanity. Good treasure card in this swing. Nah. We could bring that to 5 and swing 6, right? Swing 7 at that. Let's see if he saves it. Yeah, figured. We're just gonna go wide this turn. Nah, let's go for his life. He's at 5. He's gonna play out Sanji and Pudding right now for sure. No way you don't play out Sanji and Pudding now. But if you don't, if you play out Sanji and Pudding, you're still going back to 5K. Right back to 5K. But yeah, you kind of get rid of this Ivankov, which I think is more valuable because you can swing 8 at Eva or Life. You swing 9 at like Eva or Life. I'll give you the Eva this turn, honestly. Maybe I should have played out the Sabo. Nah, not worth it anymore. I don't know why he's giving 1 down up. He's trying to fake a. I thought he was trying to fake a. What did you draw? Okay, Usahachi. Buddy, look, I draw it. Mm, that was horrible. Would have been better to play this for Eva out. But now we kind of have to do some fun stuff. But we trash a card and kind of try to push his life to beyond recovery. I'm thinking 7. I'm using 5/5. We could, honestly. This goes to 7, right? And then these go to 5/5 each, and they're using 6/6. I don't have any decent cards in play. So I'm going to have to think hard and rough before I do this. He's not at high enough down. He's going to swing 1/2. He doesn't have enough to rush. I think, yeah, that is the way to go. Just trash this. Play stuff out. Do that, yeah. So 1, 2, 3. And then swing 8, 8. No, swing 8, 6, 6, 6. Right? Yeah. Okay. 8 to 5. Or just swing 7. Take counter out and then just clear him for 5. Yeah. Okay. You can clear board, but as long as this card's there, I'm not worried at all. He can play another Sanji and pudding still doesn't make a difference. As long as he can't play a blocker, I think I'm chilling. Because I can do the same thing again. Yeah, because this becomes a 6k swing, this becomes a 9. Leader stays. Then just swing 9-9. Sure. Sure. Like, gladly. You didn't swing, that means you're not playing Sanji and pudding this turn. 7, what can play out? She has the Sanji, maybe that. That's a very unwise move there. You can let rush Luffy and swing twice, doesn't matter. Zoro, he's keeping one for the blocker. Oh, he's trying to look for the blocker. Okay, he's playing out the blocker. Ah, if I had the Kuma, if only I had the Kuma. He's restanding. Okay, he's at 5. 6k. He's gonna play out the blocker. Okay. He's gonna 8, 9, 6. I'm swing 9s. I'm just swing 9s, yeah. If it hasn't hit you yet, buddy, you might have lost. It's at 6 right now. Giant. We'll swing 7. We'll swing 8. Swing 9. Let's swing 8 at life and see what happens. Is he gonna use up another giant is my question. Surviving that many swings is crazy though. Let's get the amount of 2Ks in his trash. So many. So he might have had, he probably has a few in his hand. Using 9. Is he faking a giant? Ah, let it be. Honestly, I don't care. If he takes out, if he gives me the blocker right now, it's GG. Yep, it's GG. What's he doing? Oh, he's searching. Oh, he's looking for a. Okay. Yeah, you got a 2K. It's 12-5. Should be game. 7, 9, 11. Holy, he was so close. Well, I could have just swung at this, but he would have survived that. Damn, I was worried. Well, I had enough triggers, so these would have all come in play. Yeah, this card would have changed the game there. But yeah, buddy, good game. So there was probably a few misplays here and there. So if you guys do see misplays, just let me know. I'll try to improve. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.